What's up, guys? So I'm gonna make a video. I'm gonna talk about nutrition and how I started to develop my whole nutritional interest, and then how it evolved and how I strengthened it, nutrition and healthy eating, etc. So basically, at the very, very beginning, which was years ago, I just started to do things like, it was really out of desperation, guys. This is not meant to be a sad story. I'm just trying to share straightforward because I believe that's the best way to help people, to guide people. But years ago, basically out of desperation, just completely ready to improve my life, but having difficulty making the changes necessary. So I started to do like 3 days. I would commit myself to eating healthy. And so I would do, okay, for 3 days, I'm gonna eat healthy no matter what. And I would do it. And there was other things. I've combined goals. So for those 3 days, I also committed to other things. But right now I'm talking about nutrition. So I want to share with you how that evolved. So at first I would just do like, okay, 3 days, I'm gonna eat healthy. And I wouldn't think about nothing else. After those 3 days, if I wanted to stop eating healthy, my desire to change, my desperation for my life to be different was strong enough to where I basically never stopped after that. So once you get to that point, start somewhere. So I would do 3 days, I would commit myself to eating healthy. And then maybe after those 3 days were done, I'd say, okay, I'm gonna go 5 days now. So I would give myself a break for like a day or two, whatever. And then I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna go 5 days now. And I'd go 5 days. And to be honest, it sucked. For lack of better words, it sucked. It wasn't fun. I didn't like it, etc. But anyways, so that's how it all started. Eventually I was able to go a week and 3 days, and then I was able to go 2 weeks, and then I'd hit like 3 weeks. So this was a few years back. So now last year, this is what I did. I'm gonna share with you what I did last year. Basically, right at the beginning of the year, I started to give myself like 30-day goals. And in those 30-day goals, I made like a list in 30 days of what I wanted to do. It was very much baby steps, guys. While baby steps was how I progressed, one step at a time. So last year I said, okay, I started to combine significant goals. One of those was nutrition and health oriented. So nutrition and health focused. So for 30 days, I committed, I'm gonna eat healthy. I'm gonna eat healthy. I'm gonna eat highly nutritious foods. And so that's how I started. And along with that, a part of that nutrition goal was I have a juicer. So I juice fruits and vegetables. And so a part of that was I had to make 10 juices in 30 days. I committed to that, and I had to hit my goal. There's no way I couldn't. A part of my goal was also to eat healthy, eat highly nutritious for 30 days. Nothing but nutritious foods. But I built myself to the point where I could do this. So like I shared, it started before this, but I built my strength, and I built my ability to commit before last year, long before. But I strengthened it significantly because I still wasn't very strong, in my opinion, last year. But I definitely worked on that. And so I started 30 days, I'm gonna eat healthy. Every single day for 30 days, I'm gonna eat healthy. I'm not gonna miss one day. I wouldn't touch anything, not one thing that wasn't healthy, that I consciously knew wasn't healthy. Everything I touched that I put into my body was healthy. And a part of that 30 days, I also committed to making 10 juices. So I did it. After that, I completed my 30 days. And then I'll talk about this in further videos, but a lot of times I would take like a day or 2 or 3 or 4, for example, but I'll talk more about this later. And I'd give myself a break, maybe even a week. These breaks were very interesting, and I'll talk about them in further videos. But after that, I would set another goal. And so my second goal of last year was 60 days. And a part of that 60-day goal list was nutrition and health. There was other things involved, but nutrition and health were a part of it. So for 60 days, after I completed my 30-day list, and I completed it, and I over exceeded my my goals. I was happy about that. I'm happy to be able to truthfully say that. My whole 30-day list, I completed it and more. So then I made a 60-day list. So now I was going to eat for 60 days. I was going to eat nothing but healthy food. My whole point was just developing habit, developing commitment skills, developing discipline, etc. So I went 60 days. That was my second goals list. And I ate nothing but healthy food. Everything I put in my body was healthy. As far as I understood, I ate nothing but healthy food. And I did a really, really great job at it. I understand now even more because I've learned a lot. So I definitely did a great job. It definitely was a bunch of healthy food I was eating. So another part that was kind of nutrition focused and that time was while I was eating healthy food on my phone, I would do quick researches about why certain things were good for me. Basically, they cleaned my body. It would tell me like, it's for your brain health and it helps your nervous system, or it helps your cells, or it helps your cognitive functions or whatever. Cognitive health, your how your brain works, and more than that, so many things. It cleans your liver, it cleans your kidneys, it cleans your digestive system, it's good for your heart, it cleans your blood, etc., and so on and so forth. So while I was eating these healthy foods day after day for 30 days and then day after day for 60 days, I would also find minutes out of my day, and I was very obsessed with it. I would find 5-10 minutes when I could, and I would look up broccoli, I would look up bee pollen, I would look up honey, almonds, avocado, I would look up coconut water, I would look up cacao, I would look up turmeric, things like that. There's a lot of things, tea, etc. And I would find out why they're healthy, and that would motivate me, that would encourage me, that would make me feel like, oh man, I want this stuff in my body. This stuff is good for you. So I went 30 days, completed it, went 60 days, completed it. And then after that, it really came down to, after that, I was just able to go like months, for the rest of the year. And I would take breaks, and I'll talk about the breaks I took in further videos because they're very important for me to share about. But for now, I just want to keep it about nutrition, how I developed it, and how it evolved. So I'll mention this. Check it out, guys, real quick. I got a quick list on my Instagram. It's instagram.com/creationsnetwork805. If you want to go follow me, I appreciate it, and it's a great idea of the kinds of foods I ate last year. But when I started my Instagram, I started posting my Instagram pictures December 1st of last year, of 2018. So the pictures that I have from December 1st through December 4th, besides a few from December 4th, but all the pictures from December 1st through December 3rd, and most of the pictures that I have posted on my Instagram from December 4th as well, are all from last year. They're all from January through November, through the beginning of November. So they say December on them, but they're not from December. They're from January through November. And so there's a bunch of pictures of the foods I was eating and the kinds of juices I was making on my Instagram. Again, that's Creations. That's just Creation, Creation, with an S at the end, Creations Network, Network, 805. So Instagram.com/Creations Network 805. You can find all those pictures on my Instagram of the kinds of foods I was eating. And so I went through those pictures, and I'm just going to go through a quick, long list, but I'm going to go through it quickly of the kinds of foods I saw in my pictures. So you can get an idea of the kinds of foods I ate when I was on my 30-day goal and on my 60-day goal. And after the 60-day goal, it was just up to me if I wanted to continue this lifestyle or not. And absolutely I did. So I would continue to juice and continue to eat healthy after that on a regular basis, much more often than not. The majority of my year, the great majority of my year, I ate healthy and I stayed on track. And the times when I took a break, sometimes I would get off track. And like I said, I'll talk about that in further videos. But for now, check it out. Eating healthy. What is eating healthy? It also consisted of supplements and extracts, natural extracts, etc. And I'll mention a few here real quick. So bee products like honey, like bee pollen, and also something called royal jelly. Okay, and I'm gonna go real quick. Hemp seeds, olive oil, apples, dandelion, cacao, garlic, cilantro, coconut oil, oregano oil, amla powder. If you don't know the things I mentioned, I encourage you to research them. Check them out for yourself. Build your interest and then make it a passion, make it an obsession. Really start developing it. So it's called amla powder, MSM, resveratrol, tomatoes, iodine with kelp, lemon juice, Larabars. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce them, but they're like little snack bars. I don't like to eat too many things that are processed, but if I do, I try to eat things that are minimally processed, so they have the least ingredients. And all the ingredients that I see on these foods, if they are processed foods, are easy to understand. There's no bullshit yellow number 35 or whatever all that shit is. Anyways, so mushroom products, or mushrooms like powders and extracts, all kinds of different mushrooms. Cloves, mulberries, cayenne pepper, radishes, apple cider vinegar, cinnamon, goji berries, bananas, onions, spirulina, coconut water, ginseng, purple cabbage, matcha tea, bell peppers, celery, spinach, fresh pressed juices, broccoli, sea salt, cumin, salmon, spring water in a glass bottle. A lot. I really was a fan of glass water, and I am. Glass water, spring water in a glass bottle. Creatine, ginger, tea, quinoa, flaxseed, MCT oil, avocado oil, turmeric, moringa, mandarins, herring, pistachios, dried mango and regular mango, dried plums, pumpkin seeds, almonds, brown rice and beans, avocado, papaya, grapefruit, beets, parsley, Swiss chard, carrots, fennel, sweet potatoes, red palm oil, collagen, astaxanthin, fish oils. Okay, guys, that was just a list of some of the foods that I saw in my pictures on my Instagram. So I scrolled through the pictures that I have on my Instagram that are from last year's nutrition and diet and health that I experienced, and I wrote these down. So all these foods I ate regularly and more. And that's just an example. So when I say eat healthy, this is what I did. These are the kinds of foods I ate, significantly more than not. Most of my last year, I ate these foods every day consistently. And when I would get off track, I'll talk about that. It's very important for me. I am very passionate about sharing for the right intentions and to help people. and so I'll share about that later. So that's how I developed my nutrition. That's a part of what it was, my health, my diet last year. And like I said, even before that, I had already been working on it. I would do like 3 days at a time, then I would do 5 days, then I would do a week. And I would research and start, watching videos and so on and so forth about what foods were healthy, why certain foods were not healthy, and what they did to your body, and so on and so forth. I developed my interest. I grew it into an obsession, a passion, and that's what I did last year. And I imagine I made at least 100 juices and smoothies last year. I believe I made at least 100. It makes sense to me, but I didn't keep track exactly. But that's just an idea. Like I said, go on my Instagram. I'd encourage it if you guys want to get a better idea of what last year consisted of for me when it comes to nutrition and health and diet. And I'll talk to you later, guys. But like I said, with these 30-day nutrition and health goals and then 60-day nutrition and health goals, I also combined other goals. So this was just a part of my 30-day goal. But like I said, this is specifically on nutrition, health, and diet. And I share and I hope to encourage other people. Do your own research, self-educate, build your interest, develop your obsession, and don't give up. If you get off track, just keep working towards getting back on track. And like I mentioned in an earlier video, you got to know why you're doing it, what you want, and why you want it. If not, take a step back, figure that out first. Talk to y'all later. Peace out.